All right, guys, we are live for our in-game stream. The Miami Dolphins are about to kick off against the Las Vegas Raiders. I still hate to call them that. I have to call them Oakland Raiders. But anyway, so the
It's
Miami
okay because
Dolphins are.
Gruden
Yeah.
did the same thing with his hat.
And just so everybody is aware, the game is actually on Channel 10 if you are a local Miami Dolphins fan. So go ahead and hit that button right now. It's not only on NFL Network. For those of you who don't have NFL Network, but you live locally, Channel 10 has got your back. Okay, so you'll be able to enjoy that time. So now here we are.
Looks like the Raiders are receiving, I think, right? It looks like it.
So from what I can tell, we're going to
Kurt Warner, okay.
Yes, so the Miami Dolphins will be they will go ahead and kick off. So I assume that means that they won the toss and decided to defer because the days of teams deciding they actually want the ball first seems to have gone a long time ago. So this should be very interesting. Again, we all predicted Miami to win this game. All we have to do is just showing the graphic right now, clinch the playoffs with a win in each of the last two games. All we have to do is just win both of our games, and that's it. I don't know about any of the other scenarios at that point.
None of it matters.
We're in. That's about it.
Well, if the Browns lose 2, which isn't out of the question, then we're chilling. Is it me, Juan, or can I not hear Lewis?
It is not just you. I had my microphone muted. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. And so let me set that up. And we will be going live. We are going to go disappear. Here we go. And here we are with the first commercial break of the day. And needless to say, it was not the most ideal series there on offense.
I had just tweeted out that this Raiders team's playing with some energy and we got to be careful. And then we have like a 50-yard punt return?
32-yard punt return by Hunter Renfrow.
Awesome.
And Raekwon McMillan is already causing Miami issues. Do you realize that I miss him? Does anybody has it been made abundantly clear?
Yes. You've been
well,
saying
do you know
weeks.
why? Do you know why though? Because he plays like that.
He blows up plays for sure. I mean, we know what he is. You know, he's a rundown linebacker. I mean, is he much better than a Landon Roberts at this point? I mean, you could argue either or at this point. I mean, I don't know. I do miss him for sure, but I feel like I wish if we could have like a machine who would mix two players together that would make them one player, it would be Jerome Baker and Raekwon McMillan. If they were like mixed in together with the same skills, they'd be the perfect linebacker.
You want to make a Frankenstein's linebacker.
For sure, 100%. That would be my guy.
So Miami seems to have it down on defense for now. Offense, though, less. So far, we've seen Tua scan the field at least twice now, and there's been nowhere to go with it. He's been looking, and apparently there's nobody open, Jakeem Grant or otherwise.
I think everybody's playing with a little bit of jitters, and I think once the game starts to settle down, maybe this series, next series, we start to really see what we're kind of working with and dealing with. I did like that we played as a defense. We played relatively well that first series. I want to see more. See if we're gonna have Byron on just one side, or are we moving Byron and Xavier around depending on who has Henry Ruggs, and kind of like what we're doing like earlier with pregame with what we're doing with Waller too.
So we're going to be back to the game in just a moment. All I'm going to say is that the defense needs to come up with another 3 and out here, because honestly, any type of momentum in Vegas's favor at this point might turn into a snowball effect. We need to make a stop here now.
Yep. Yeah, we're dangerous right now.
And just like that, the Las Vegas Raiders have gone up 7-0. I feel like everything that we've said during the pregame show is about to make us look like fools. Why do I have this queasy feeling in my gut that says that primetime curse has not yet been lifted?
Let's see how Tua and the offense respond. There was definitely a lot of miscommunication on that last series on the with the defense. That third down for sure. That's between Nick and X. They got to decide who the hell's going to get the edge and who's going to set it. And whoever sets the edge has to stay inside to be able to make that tackle on Renfro. I would have lost my cool. I would have lost my head if Jason Witten would have got that touchdown. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys. And we have to respond here, because if we give the ball back to the Raiders and they start being, running down our throats, and we see Jacob start to really get going, and they get a 2-score lead on us, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So where do you go from here? What's the plan if you're Chan Gailey? What are you doing? Or rather, I should say, what should they do, not what will they do?
So in terms, just with anything, you just have to go score. Like, honestly.
No, I get that, but like,
I don't care.
What are you doing to get it happening? How do you get the ball moving right now?
I'd probably run a little harder, and probably tell Ahmed to stop going east and west and start hitting north and south a little harder.
I saw you mention that in the tweet.
Yeah, I definitely want. I want to see him get the ball a little more, but if we don't do something with this series, it's going to be tough to see Gailey committing to the run game, just based off previous history. But I hope we can sit here and get a couple positive runs, get a short 3rd and down. Get to a comfortable, maybe a little rollout, a little boot, a little slant, something easy, and then just kind of build the game plan around that. Because I really don't think the first 3 plays. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking with those first 3 plays, actually.
Yeah, no.
All right, so we'll go ahead and continue on. Here comes the game, and we are going back into the shadows until the next commercial. Stay tuned with us, folks. So we take a commercial break due to there being an injured Raider on the field. Did anybody see who it was exactly?
Trying to look right now.
It looks like 27.
Yeah.
Isn't that the rookie Mullen, I think, from Clemson?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, who the hell's number 32? I mean, he's jumping up there and running around like he's an all pro. I can't name him.
All right, let me pull up the Raiders roster right now. Just to
that was not a promising start to a drive, man.
Yeah, the offensive line is letting everybody get back there immediately.
The Raiders are playing with some energy. but when you get a defense that's playing as aggressive as they are, you have to do a couple things. I mean, you obviously have to kind of play that against them. I really wouldn't mind seeing probably a little running back screen here or there, just to get them on their toes. And then after that, you definitely want to hit them with some RPO stuff. You know, you want to read that edge defender, kind of see where they're going.
To answer your question, Juan, it was Dallin Levitt, a 2-year veteran out of Utah State, safety.
Awesome. Love it. Love it.
Oh man.
So, and you said it was number 27 who was hurt. So that was Trayvon Mullen, cornerback.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's see.
And somebody just tweeted to me that we're going to be missing Shaq Lawson, and it does feel like we are.
I guess when you have to replace anybody, you're always going to feel it. The thing. So Mullen was their starting corner. That leaves Isaiah Johnson as their backup. So maybe if Tua can find this guy and pick on him, maybe we can actually get somewhere on this drive. So just a thought. We've seen it happen to Miami enough times.
Yep.
Chan went from calling a couple of good weeks of plays, and those first 4 plays here have been. I mean, obviously, what you call and what happens on the field is different, but it's been a little uninspiring. But of course, you need help from your players to execute what you call. But
all right, and let's get back to it. So Miami
All right.
puts points
All right.
on the board, but Kai has
Let-
words.
Oh, for sure. Okay, never. That's it. That's it. As Juan, we're officially banning the word Jakeem Grant from the pregame show, the in-game show, and the post-game show, effective immediately. He's only known as 19 now. That's it.
Yeah, man, I can't. Lou. I don't. You mean, you probably, you're gonna tell me, he could have had it. He had that third down where he make that man miss. But I mean, I don't know what Tua else can do. Like, he throws you in stride on that 3rd and 8, and like he's wide open.
And with his speed, and of course people people will say, when you're born with that talent, that speed, that everything, like the fact that you can go up and get a ball, and even being as short as you are, the fact that you can go up and get any ball and you have no hands. I mean, with his speed and the way that he can do it, like he could have taken that who knows where. That would have been a bona fide first down for sure. Like there's no other way to look at it. And if he doesn't catch that, we don't even go for it on 4th down in that scenario. There's nothing. 19 can't do it anymore, man. He just can't. Not that he ever was able to before, but that's it.
I'm sorry, Lou. I know you're the only one here to who could talk back, but man, I'm really frustrated right now. So I apologize if you just feel like we're beating up on you right now.
I understand the frustration. It's not like I'm completely blind to the situation, but just I still feel like Grant has something to contribute. I just don't know where it is right now. As a returner, yes. As
100%.
I still want him to be Darren Sproles. I don't want him to, if you don't want him to be a receiver, fine. I still say make him a running back. How big was Darren Sproles? Seriously. 5'6", something along those lines. That's exactly Jakeem Grant. I just wish they'd give that a shot.
Just something. Anything at this point. Like, come on. It's just getting ridiculous.
The biggest issue with Grant is that he looks to run with the ball before he catches it. I really think that's the case.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's so
but the
fast
thing is,
that he's already thinking about running with the ball before he catches it.
But he bobbled that, and he still almost had enough speed to get that 3rd down. That's what's so frustrating to me.
Yes,
bro.
but that's why he
has the skill set. Everything is there. Just gotta catch the ball. Everything is there. Like the man can jump almost half of his size. Like, oh my god.
Well, whatever. Miami got on the board. Hopefully the defense can recover after that debacle. So let's see where we go from here. It's a touchback, no surprise. Let's get back to the field. If nothing else, gentlemen, that does not bode well for the Eric Rowe Darren Waller matchup, because Rowe was pretty much as close to him as you physically could get without calling a penalty, and Waller still caught it over him and acted like it was no big deal.
The Raiders are, they're doing the expected. It's not anything that's surprising to me or overly like, oh wow, like they're going to their guys, often, and they're going to the guys early. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's elementary. It's just I don't know. Do we really want Eric Rowe 1-on-1 with Waller? And what? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I wish I could give something useful to say here. I wish that I could say that there's the chance here, but right now, the way that the defense is playing, after that first drive, you thought we were going to have a terrific tone to set the game with. I thought for sure we were going to be able to do pretty much whatever we wanted on defense, but it seems they've already made the adjustment. Every time we bring the pressure, they have a screen to Jacobs or Booker. Every time, and now they're just lobbing it up there and daring us to make a play. And Jakari on the pregame show was right. Rowe cannot handle Darren Waller at all. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. And just for the unidentified celebrity, I think it's also on ABC. We said, right?
Yes, it is on ABC. Yeah. That's what I'm watching the game on. So now what I think Miami needs to do is no matter what this team thinks they can do as far as execution goes, they need to double Darren Waller. Nobody else needs that kind of help right now. Seriously, nobody else needs to be worried about right now. Go to Darren. Just cover Darren Waller. Let Henry Ruggs prove he can catch the football too, because apparently that's something he's having an issue with.
It's one of those things that Bill Belichick, and like there's a soundbite of him talking to Chow just saying go back in the day where it's, our play call is double 85. That's all it is. Right now it's double. Waller's 83, right? Double 83. That's it. Just let it. That's it, man.
All right, let's get back to it.
Yo, Juan, great minds think alike. Literally, I tweet AVG as soon as I'm done tweeting it. I just see your same thing. Just AVG, and that's it. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. Send.
Andrew Van Ginkel got his arm on Derek Carr, and Carr immediately huddled up into a ball and panicked. He stopped looking, didn't try to escape, nothing. He was just, nope, you got me. I'm going down. Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think.
my God! Wait, Nick Needham also blew a man off the running back number 23.
Yeah, he did. It was a 3rd and 8, so we definitely had a good blitz going in there.
Yeah,
Loved
give credit
it.
to Nick Needham as well. Needham was the one that helped to finish that play because Carr really had nowhere to go at that point.
We definitely needed that right there because they were driving on us. You know, Waller was getting something going, getting comfortable. That's definitely a play that we needed, and now we got to see if we can respond and hopefully take a lead or at least cut it down to 1 point. What do you guys think?
We need more Myles Gaskin. Is what I think. I think we need to see
He
him
looked
run the ball more.
explosive.
It's not even that he looked explosive. It's not even that he did. But this is not the important part. This is what sets apart the guys. Ahmed is the take it and run guy. Gaskin, I called him once. One time I called him, and maybe it was erroneously so, but I still feel like the skill set is somewhat the same. He's a poor man, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell does not make a career on being explosive or faster than the guys out than everybody else or being stronger than everybody else. What makes Bell special is that he knows where to go with the football, when to go with it, and he gets what is given to him. So if that's what Gaskin is doing, that Ahmed is not. Ahmed looks for the home run. He looks for a hole that he can burst through. Gaskin will just find an open hole and kind of squeeze his way through. Yes.
Yeah, he'll get what he can get and maybe a little more. It's kind of like I was saying pregame, and I think this is like the running back style of offense that the Patriots have, where it's they go in with a plan and whoever has the hot hand, hey, you're gonna get the ball, we're gonna run it down the throat with you, and we're gonna sprinkle in the remaining running backs here and there. I don't even think we've seen Breida. Have we seen Breida?
We have not seen Breida as of yet. So we'll go back to the field now. They're on the 7-yard line.
Okay.
So much for Miles Gaskin. They threw a screen to Lynn Bowden, then they threw in the flat to Adam Shaheen, and then on third down, I'm going to harp on this.
on third.
But you know what, man? I'm going to harp on this again. If Tua had just
he was not
chosen
getting past. He was not getting.
Yeah, but he was not getting the first down.
He was not getting past him. I'm sorry. I knew you were going to say that, but no. I just want to point out
if he
quickly
hadn't hesitated, that's the thing. If he had just,
he was not.
It was not 5 yards away, man.
He was not.
He wasn't getting the first.
I promise you. Arden Keys, he played, but not for nothing. But I think one thing we gotta really keep an eye on is I think Shaheem hurt his shoulder on that catch right there.
He hurt something, either that or his knee, because even his
man, I have to say if we have to if we have to throw in more Gesicki in there, he looked limited already as it is with that one throw that we threw to him. I don't know if we can afford another tight end being out.
We can't afford any injuries. No, we can't. The way that this team already is, there's nowhere else to go. There aren't enough weapons to begin with. And you know what? I will admit at this point, yes, I look like a complete idiot suggesting that the Dolphins would have an easy time with this game.
I think we all do. Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, we all knew.
Yeah, sitting Parker, we could afford to. No, I'm a moron on that one. We needed Devontae Parker. We needed all hands on deck.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, let's.
Still got a lot of game, but
yeah. This is the same last week. You know, let's let it ride. If they go down here and easily score a touchdown in like 2 or 3 plays, then we have a problem.
Yeah, it's not. It's the funny thing is that Tua actually has more passes completed than Derek Carr does. It's just that Carr has that shot to Darren Waller to make the difference. So another sack would be ideal right now. We just got to keep bringing some pressure, I think. Get Van Ginkel in there. Bring the blitz more. Seriously. If Carr is going to make a play, he's going to make a play.
If he's going to fold like Ryan Tannehill did when he was here, then
he looks identical to Tannehill right now. Like you see him with the blitz and he starts getting jittery. Did he make it or miss it? You guys
No,
were
he
ahead.
made it. It's 10-3 now for the Raiders. It's pretty obvious if anything happens on defense, it's going to be the Van Ginkel show at this point. He is making Carr's
Yep.
life absolutely miserable. And honestly, it was hysterical seeing Zach Sealer chasing after the guy like something out of The Exorcist on all fours.
He's doing crab rolls. Yeah,
Oh
bro.
my
I mean,
gosh.
Chasing him down like a rabid beast.
I know that they're running it down our throats, but I feel like we are playing the bend don't break type of defense that we're probably best known for at this point. But I mean we kept them to within one possession, so they're not that far ahead, but it is starting to be a little concerning. Jacob starting to run it down comfortably. We see
Starting to
even
feel a little
Booker
Denver.
starting to run it down our throats a little bit. And yeah, like you were saying, Lua, AVG's playing out of his beautiful blonde hair's mind. Like he is insane right now, and it's great to see.
That's one thing I want to say. Not to crap on Jock here, but Jock's been on Twitter and he's trying to say that AVG isn't in that realm of kind of because shout out Jazz Santana here, part of 5 Reasons as well. Mentioned that he could be a star in the making. AVG is making all the plays right now, and as
Somebody
said,
made the
he's
Clay
essentially our
Matthews.
defense.
Somebody made the Clay Matthews comparison. He's a
No,
playmaker.
but I
He's a
mean, I like
playmaker.
Chase Winovich. I mean, I like that comparison. I don't think that's too far off.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I just think right now, as you just said, like he's pretty much our defense right now, and he's making all the plays. I mean, truthfully, even on that 4th down stop, he had the initial pressure and almost had him. If he had maybe a little bit of help, maybe if Raekwon Davis was able to get off his block or Nick Needham came in the right way, they don't get that 4th down conversion. So, listen, bottom line is he's making plays right now, and without him, who knows where we'd be.
I think Miami needs to run with the football. I'm getting kind of tired of watching them throw the football when it's not working. If you want to be able to
I'm getting
pass,
tired of the 3-yard. This is Adam Gase stuff. The 3-yard, and again, Gailey's been having a really good couple weeks. I'm not gonna off of 2 quarters be pissed off, but like it's enough of this 3-yard stuff. Enough of it. Like 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage throws. Like, come on. This isn't. We're not in week 16 in a non-game. That doesn't matter. But again, it's just 10-3. We gotta take a deep breath. We were kind of feeling the same way last week. See how it rides out and don't get too frustrated right now.
if there's one thing this team has proven it's better at, it's second half adjustments. So there's
Yes.
6:46 left. There's another touchback. Let's see if the offense can score. And if they do, they get the ball back in the second half anyway. So let's see where we go from here.
Go down the field and get a touchdown.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
That was by far the most obvious fake punt call the world has ever seen, and the fact that the Raiders messed that up is ridiculous. Just I'm glad that
it wasn't a
Fedulum
mess
got
up.
that,
They
but-
had it stopped. Fedulum just spun around and
Spun
managed to
and
make
he-
something
he
I
out
got
of
mean,
it.
that
that
play.
one, you got that one defender, 50, 50, 50, 58, or 98. I don't know, whichever one. Sorry, I just messed up my camera. One of them, I can't remember exactly which number. I
It's
think
either
it
if it's 98, it's defensive end Max Crosby. If it's
No, it's
58, it's linebacker
58.
Kyle Wilbur.
well,
A
Kyle
9-year
Wilbur
veteran.
Kyle Wilbur had that, and he messed it up. Just
And let me just say,
being
I will
honest,
never say his name, but number 42 looked plenty fast when he's not going against
yell at
Tyreek
him.
Hill. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. He looked
Fedulum.
plenty fast. Yeah,
You got
he
it.
looked
Whatever, man.
extremely fast there when he's not going against a Tyreek Hill player. So, love to see him make that play there. The team is, they're trying to rally right now. We obviously didn't have the strongest start. You could tell the urgency with the coaching staff, though. They were about to go run it on 4th and down, and let's take them off the field. We're gonna just settle for the punt, and it's still with the fake. So I love it. I love seeing it. Taco.
And we are joined now by our favorite taco man here, Damon Friedman. How are you, my friend?
Is there another Taco Man? Because you said I'm your favorite, but that's like one out of one.
I guess Gase, right? Wouldn't Gase be the other taco man?
I mean,
This is technically true.
Looking around. What is it
I'm
today?
trying to do my best.
Last week you only had one of them. Today, now what you got on? The Christmas
Yeah,
lights?
I got the lay on, but I got the Christmas lights on too. I'm Jewish, by the way.
Hey, by the way,
Hey.
bro, you gotta have your son wear the Jets little shirt because it brought him look last week, and we definitely need them to have a little more look this week too.
Yeah.
So I actually had a conversation with my wife about this, and then funny thing is, like, my dad bought him a Tua jersey shirt, So I'm like, I have to explain this, and I forgot about that. But yeah, over here, we're talking about the green Jets jersey shirt you had on him. I don't
It
know.
was not a jersey or a shirt. It was just a pajama.
It was
set.
just a pajama set.
Well, it just so
happened
happened
to
to
be
be
green with
a green
a
jet, just like
was a
the
green
exact
jet.
same color green of the New York Jets, like exact.
We won, right? We won.
Yep.
All right, so 2-minute warning, guys. Let's see how we go from here. We'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
back
with you
at
guys. I
halftime.
just wanted to say what's up.
All right, we'll be
All right.
back at halftime.
Let's get a touchdown. Man,
So we are coming back because we're making up for the fact that there were literally no commentators on that last.
Was I the only one who noticed that? I was tripping
Yeah.
out. I'm like,
Nobody was
what?
talking. But you know what? In a weird sort of way, it was actually kind of
better.
refreshing
It was
just to not hear them talking so much.
How about the Raiders too?
what is happening? Okay, Chan has had a really good couple of weeks here. Where is the Chan
All right,
That
but you
happened
know what,
weeks.
Kai, I'm
That
not
is
gonna,
no, yes, that is Ahmed's fault on that run, and then the previous run before that wasn't that great. But it just come on now, like
Kai,
they're-
but I'm not going to get mad at Gailey for that. People can
No,
blame
I'm
the
not
call they
either.
want, but you know what? We've been getting 7-yard runs, 8-yard runs, 9
The
yard
one
runs.
time we get
So it's
stopped,
very
yeah.
we cannot
I'm
scream
just
and
saying in
holler from the
general
run
with
the
these.
ball, and then when they do and it doesn't work, we can't say why did they run the ball?
No,
They-
100%,
it worked.
100% agree, 100% agree, 100% agree. I'm just saying in terms of like you're calling these 2 or 3 yard pass plays when you're backed up in your own 20-yard line and below. You can't like I know that we've been getting those first downs, and if you get the first down there, or if he bounces out to the outside, as Jock I mentioned on Twitter, it looked like he might have had some time to run. Like you don't say anything, but it's just like, damn, man. Some just in general, not just that drive, but just in general today. Chan, I don't know. It's been a different Chan than we've had the past few weeks. I have to say.
This was, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I think this is the chain that we got in the first half of the last game too, and then in the
Yes.
second half, Flores went up there and was like, "Let me
It
explain
just
something to you."
it just feels like it's always getting waiting until okay, we're in hurry up. All right, let's be good now. All right, yeah, let's start moving the ball. Let's start scoring. Yeah, now okay, now we're good. Now we're good. We could go back to running the ball now. It just I hate it. I feel like it's like a try here and there. We'll take a deep shot. We'll do this, and it's like, all right, hey Tua, go play hurry up, bro. We need you. And then it's like, we just deal with it, but it sucks. I mean, ideally, you kind of want to like Jesse Davis pulling, like it's already a questionable call to me. I feel, and then why even Ahmed? Like I feel like yeah, he's been he's had the short touchdowns in the goal line, but Miles has it going. Feed Miles, get him the ball.
I agree wholeheartedly. So now for sure we'll be back at halftime unless there's still no commentators.
Yeah. Boys. Not that bad. In the grand scheme of things.
This second half couldn't have come soon enough, I think.
Yes.
The second half adjustments need to be made.
Now. Like right now. Like
essentially, yes.
This is...
I mean, just looking at the stats, right? What are we doing well? Well,
running the football.
Definitely, yeah. But I'm talking about. I'm going like defensively, right? So defensively, we're definitely playing bend don't break. 0 for 5 on third down, so we've definitely been able to, once we get them to third down, stop them. They're 1 for 1 on fourth downs, right? We've gotten 2 sacks on them. That's good. We've gotten some pressure. We've gotten a couple tip passes. Defensively, I'm not too worried. I don't like seeing Darren Waller kind of going off and doing whatever the hell he wants to do. But I feel like defensively we're kind of playing our style of football right now, right? Offensively is where I'm kind of really struggling with what the hell we're doing. Because I understand everybody's frustration with the play calling, and what's coming from that, which is obviously, look, Tua's, and I tweeted it out, Tua's 10 of 13 for 45 yards. That's, I can do pretty simple math. On the 10 completions, that's 4.5, yards per throw. That's very, very, I mean, I wouldn't even think that's like second worst in the league. That probably would be worse in the league. But realistically, what can we ask Gailey to do? Like, who are you throwing it past 8 to 10 yards to kind of help Tua out? I mean, there's just not really too many options there. And then we go to running the ball, and it's like Ahmed has 5 carries for -3 yards, and Miles has 5 carries too, and he has 38 yards. So who should be really getting the bulk of the carries going down the stretch of the game? I feel like it's pretty obvious.
It is obvious. It should be Myles Gaskin moving forward. I don't think there's any reason at this point to put in Savon Ahmed, just because it's what's making the difference is vision and patience, and not so much ram it down the line as hard as you can. That's just not going to work against these Raiders. Right?
How many carries does he have? Because aren't they limiting his touches tonight?
They're both at 5.
All right, so another 10.
Yes, but one is having success and the other one isn't. So if they want to win this game, they'll say, screw trying to limit carries, just let him run.
Well, yeah, if there's something that he actually is physically holding him back, that's more what I'm saying.
It doesn't seem like it. If he's running for the ball 7, 8, 9 yards a carry, at least that's what it feels like.
Feed him.
It is. It's 7.8, I think it was.
And I don't want to hear about the not having anybody to throw to, because he had fewer weapons against the Patriots, and Tua was able to make something happen. So what are the Raiders?
Running game, bro.
He does have a running game. That's the thing. The Raiders have to respect it. The Raiders have to respect it. Now, here's the problem. What are the Raiders doing that's different, that all of a sudden we can't get the ball to Lynn Bowden? We can't get the ball to our tight ends. We can't do any of that stuff that was working against New England last time.
Just off the boots, every single boot that you see that we run, they're shooting at Tua every single play. So whenever we run a boot, whenever we run a rollout, and we know Chan Gailey loves to run his 1920 offense, we're having a lot of trouble with that, especially when they're running it to the right side, because not only is Tua already having a free man going straight to him, but he's having a difficult time even turning his body to kind of throw, just turning to the right.
I'd like to see some more of these gadget plays, like the plays that Kansas City run a lot, or those type of teams where they have a Lynn Bowden, I saw early on, running across the line and kind of confusing the defense, or at least helping to not make it so obvious what was going on, type of thing. Where it's not, what is it, 1 or 2? I mean, I haven't seen more than that, but I think with who they have, you have to try different stuff right now.
Yeah.
You guys are going to get mad at me for saying this.
I'm going to get mad at anything you say.
Kai and Juan might get mad at me.
Don't bring up 19.
Yeah.
Jakeem Grant needs to be involved in this game. If not as a wide receiver, then he needs to be involved with the motion in the backfield. If you're going to pretend that he's going to run a jet sweep on almost every play and then never give him the ball,
Give it to him.
no point in making him do it because nobody's going to buy it. The one time that he actually gives him the ball in that jet sweep, he's going to run for 20 yards.
So you and I are on the same page, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is you can't run a standard offense right now. You don't have the weapon. We've gone over this, but separate from that, like, make the defense think a little bit. Those
If we're
plays
going
to
to
me
give
have been
19 the
successful.
ball, then it has to be some of those kind of gadget plays. We're not going to give 19 can't catch. So,
But this
you're
is
not
also
gonna
the
put him
type of
out
game
there.
that they want to play. No, I mean we're looking at it like it's not a great game so far. They haven't played that good. This is how they want the game to go. This is where they want it to be right now. If they're not winning, this is a slow game.
It's just at this point, and someone had tweeted out, and I think that the Raiders are averaging 36 points or something like that per game, like giving up on defense in the past 5 games or something like that. I don't know who tweeted it, and I'll have to find it and or find the actual stat there. But like, even with this, I mean, I think again, we were all more so worried in that Broncos game coming into halftime show than we were, after the fact, like we are now and that we were last week. I think it's a completely different Tua from that point in terms of that game, and a completely different team from that point in that game offensively. Listen, they're down 7. Last week they were down as well. Halftime adjustments. I'm trusting, B-Flow to do a better job than I am Gruden and his staff right now, because their staff just isn't great. Figure it out and look, you have the ball, opening drive, go down and score a touchdown, and nobody cares anymore. Literally, it's a tie game and no one's going to be talking about it. It's going to be get a stop on defense.
Adjustment on
Andrew Van
defense
Ginkel
has to be
has 7. Sorry, Lou, but real quick, Andrew Van Ginkel has 7 tackles, 7 for loss, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for losses, 1 pass defended, and 2 quarterback hits. He's playing out of his freaking mind right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get anything from the offense right now. We're good.
The defensive adjustment that needs to be made is that they need to double Darren Waller. Jakari was right on the money with that.
We said it before, and that's one of the things I had left off, either it was post game or in game, is how Bill Belichick play against Chad Johnson. Obviously, completely different, but it was double 85. No matter what, that's our play called double 85. Right now, double 83. That's what it is. Just double him.
All right, he's the big weapon. He's the big hurt.
At this point, it's double 83. It's a play call every time. It's
a painful mismatch with him and Darren Waller. The other thing I'm not liking is how easily they're getting it to Hunter Renfrow for big yards every single time, which is not ideal. Miami needs to find a way to get this fixed up quickly.
By the way, I just saw, my bad. I just saw Cameron Wolf. You just pointed out that the one pass that Tua actually threw past 10 yards. Because out of the 13, none of them was almost an incompletion. Was an incompletion, almost interception to Gesicki. So it's hard. I don't see too many downfield shots the rest of the game. I mean, I hope just to kind of keep them honest, but I don't see it as an effective tool to get.
If the game is close, they're gonna keep doing. I mean, this is fine for them. They'll get in the end zone eventually. But if they fall behind, they're gonna have to start chucking it.
I mean, for perspective, they gave up 30 last week, 44 the week before. Colts offense and Chargers offense, I think, are both better than ours. Although, again, the Chargers tried doing everything in their power to lose that game. 28 to the Jets, should have lost that. 43 to the Falcons. Like, their defense is giving, I mean, their best game in recent memory was a 16-6 win against the Browns. Like, it's like that's their best game. I mean, even 30 to the Panthers, 24 to the Saints, 36 to the Patriots. Like, it's just these things. Like, right now, their defense, the Raiders' defense, is not that great, and you have to find a way to go out there and impose your will. However you need to do it, you just got to figure it out. I mean, their best.
Someone in the comments pointed out that the Jets burnt this defense, and we're struggling with them.
Dude, their best was 16. They held the Browns to 6 points. That's the best that they've done. I mean, the second best besides that, like 6 points that they held the Browns to. The second best, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'm looking and looking and looking. It's like maybe 20, something like that. Not even 12. The next best after that is 12 to the Broncos. Like, at some point, you gotta impose your will. You have to come out, and it's the things we were talking about last week. What we were talking about 2 weeks ago. Come out first drive in the half, score a touchdown, make those halftime adjustments, and just run with it.
So
Like,
so let me ask you, because I know how I feel, but would you guys be upset if Gailey comes out and hands the ball 3 times straight to Gaskins?
Yes.
If they get
3 times
yards, I wouldn't be
straight,
upset.
yes. 3
If they're
times
getting yards, I
straight,
wouldn't be
yes.
upset. If he comes out,
If he
there,
runs for 70
5.
yards,
Yeah. If he runs
If he
out there and
runs
gets
for
like
3
8
yards,
or 7, and then
let me put
5.
Let me here. Let's
But if he does 2 for 3 yards and you hand it off again, then I would be upset.
If he runs for 3 yards and then he
So
runs
not,
for
you
3
guys
yards
aren't going to
again,
be upset about the
if he
call.
runs
You
it
guys are
again,
gonna
then
be
yes, I'll be upset.
about the results.
The execution, yeah. Yes.
So that's not
If
really
he-
on Gailey, though. That's my point.
No, that part, yes, exactly. I wouldn't be upset with the calls because Gaskin's running the ball fine right now. I mean, he's being the one that's running the ball and not Ahmed, who, again, we thought probably would get the majority of the carries, but as you pointed out multiple times, Juan, it's the hot hand. Like, you're going to be riding with the hot hand. But if he,
when do they go back to the no
runs
huddle?
2 straight 3, then
Very true.
now probably they're going to have to.
Right. To me, and that's what I honestly, before I jumped on with you guys, I was kind of talking to my wife about that and trying to explain why it's like, I feel like they wait until the whole 2-minute drill thing to get into the no huddle events. And it's like, why do teams do that? That's when teams seem to, and I know the defenses are playing back a little bit, but Tua succeeds in that offense. That's what he's always succeeded in. What are you waiting for
now? Like,
what
when
are
you're
you
wanting
waiting
him
for?
to develop, and that's what he's succeeding in. Of course, you want to get him to develop in all aspects. Like, you're not just having to do that 24/7, and you can, control the game the way you want to. But like right now, if that's the way the offense is going to succeed, and that's the way he's going to be able to process the game, the way that he'll be able to, make a defense hurt, and that's what you have to do. Like, it's just what you have to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So obviously we need more Gaskin. That's one. Some people are suggesting use play action and do deep shots, but that's the problem. When you try to say that, you don't really have anybody to go deep shot to. You have one of 2 options: Jakeem Grant and Lynn Bowden. Those are the only 2 guys that you could say have enough speed to actually be a threat in that regard.
And weird enough, it seems like they want to run Lim Bowden like a possession receiver. I haven't seen him run any deep or even intermediate throws. Like, it's just kind of more of a, that's like Tua's outlet, and when we're doing boots and rollouts, that's his first option, or maybe a design play where we have him kind of motion out of the backfield. And I like the creativity, but like you said, Lou, those are really the only 2 players that we have available with speed. And 19, we've seen what he's able to do with the ball in his hands when he gets there. And I would like to see a deep shot to Lynn Bowden just to see, kind of what the hell we have.
Kai's camera.
Of course, it's a staple. It's a tradition. Once a show.
Is the once a show when we win or when we lose, though? That's we gotta
it doesn't matter. I don't
it's
think
once a show in general. It doesn't even matter. If we go, maybe I'll go 2 this time, and then maybe we'll break it. Look, regardless, I still think that we're gonna break the. I know it's a joking matter, but that NFL Network curse as we get ready to get the ball now.
What, that everybody predicted us to win?
Yep.
Yes.
So we're gotta get back in. We're time for a touchback.
Plenty of football left, guys. Plenty of football left.
So Jakeem Grant getting active in the game. Unfortunately, he looks like he is now injured after that last play. That turned into a fumble because I think what happened was he thought he was already down after getting slammed a bazillion times, and then he hit the ground. So he put the ball down, and they didn't blow the whistle.
They did not.
So they did what we wanted them to do the entire drive, basically.
And they paid for it.
Gaskin with the big run, Tua's chucking it, and Grant gets the
Grant made the catch he needed to make, but now
Jakeem
play there.
Jakeem
Austin
earned his
Jackson
first name back.
Okay,
we're gonna find out how much we needed him.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem. Is now Grant's gone. That's the funny thing is that as soon as he becomes the focal point of the offense, these Raiders are hitting like Mack trucks.
They hit Gaskin on a helmet to helmet that should have been called, and you could hear that clear as day in the game cast. Just to put that out there.
I'm trying to think. The Dolphins, for all the pride we have in the defense this year, they don't hit like these Raiders. Like you can hear the crunch.
Yeah, but Raiders, Bengals, they always hit hard. They always do.
Micah Parsons might do that.
Hey.
Now you know why. Hey, look, here's my weekly Micah Parsons draft him please mention. We need an enforcer on the defense. That used to be Rashad Jones. Now that he's gone, there's I guess Brandon Jones, but even then he's not really getting much action today that I can tell. Not.
Oh, the guy that gets paid a lot of money.
The rookie.
Yeah.
But now Jakeem is hurt. I don't think the way it looked like he was hurting, I don't think he's going to come back today.
No, that was a sprain at the best.
How like he got hurt. I mean, in the
he must have got twisted around. He was in that pile for so long.
Yeah, he's limping big time in that blue medical tent.
It had to have been the pile because in the initial play, I mean, it doesn't look like much. This is one of those situations where.
So now here comes Isaiah Ford. We got to go back, guys.
Refs got to blow the whistle, man. At some point, like. Hey, I call the first drive out of the half touchdown drives as I seized them, Lewis.
And you also called the hurry up, no huddle. That's what made the difference in that whole drive.
Give Taco some credit for that though, because he
I will
picked
if
it
he
up
ever
first
gets
off
back
of
in
the-
here permanently. He keeps popping in and out here. Come on, man. Get back in
he
here.
picked it up off the start first. Taco did pick it up off the start for that no huddle while we were there. But it is something that we talked about. But look, like there you go.
We talked about, right? We talk about.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, right?
At the end of the day.
Give
But it's-
credit. Two guys deserve some serious props on that drive. Jakeem Grant and Myles Gaskin on that touchdown. Just,
Yes.
just
Exactly.
you would not expect someone of his size to be breaking tackles like it's no big deal. But
Yeah.
yet here he is. This is the argument that he makes that says, no, we don't need to go get Najee Harris. I can handle this job. I don't believe that, by the way. But this is
I
him
would
making
love
his
to get a Najee
that's-
Harris or a
this is him
Travis
making his
Etienne.
case. This is him making his case that you guys don't have a running back problem.
We'll have a great 1-2.
Yeah, something. I mean, again, this will I off the bat here, like just to mention it in general, like I can't wait till the off season gets going. Of course, I love doing the in games and post game and everything like that. But I mean, once we get the off season going and the multiple things we'll be able to talk about, it's going to be awesome to think about. Like just,
But I think we all agree next year is like the main. we're looking towards next year after the draft where they can really
Yeah.
do something.
yes,
That's how it was
And
supposed to
free
be to
agency.
begin with. That's the crazy thing. We weren't supposed to be this far.
No.
We were supposed to be talking about who are we drafting, who are we signing, who are we this. Nobody
Yeah.
was expecting we would even be at this point and when the season started. And that's kind of why it's so crazy that we're doing this.
It's the defense, man. The defense with that. I mean, obviously, anything happens to them, they fall apart.
it's just it's. I hope that 19 is okay. That's one of the one things I want to.
I thought you said he earned his name back.
I said here in his first name back. Jakeem. I hope Jakeem 19. I hope he's okay.
19. Okay. Whatever.
If he's
man.
okay and he comes back and he'll earn his full name back.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. So another touchback for Mr. Jason Sanders. Let's see if the defense can do what they've got to do here. Christian Wilkins is
Is a
he
beast.
is a beast. So I guess they decided not to go to commercial after all. So we'll just say that good job by the Miami defense making some plays there. Good job by Christian Wilkins. Zach Sealer was in there as well. And get it. Oh, now they went to commercial. Okay, whatever. Delayed reaction. So
Hey, I mean, what a stop by Sealer, by the way. I mean, and give credit to obviously Christian Wilkins. He blew out that play, but a great job by Landon Roberts and Zach Sealer. I mean,
I just tweeted out that Roberts, we ripped him to shreds at the
Ripped
beginning
him
of the
to shreds
season,
the
and
first game.
but you know what? And deservedly so at the time.
yes.
But since then,
100%.
he has definitely improved. I'm bringing Juan back into the fray here. Juan, do you have like a scarf on? Is it that cold over there?
Yo, it's
Yes.
hoodie action, man.
It's cold right now, Juan.
Were you wearing a scarf just now?
I don't even think his mic's working.
Juan?
Hello. He definitely was.
Hello.
And he was wearing a scarf because he's frozen. Get it?
Ah.
No, I was outside. I was outside.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it is freaking cold over there. You were wearing a
Hey,
scarf.
that 52
Yeah.
is getting to you right now, Juan.
Listen, bro, I am a Broward baby. I have been here since I've been like 6 years old.
Hey, I feel you,
Yeah, bro, this is freezing right now. I got a jacket under this jersey. I'm Gucci right now.
Can't wait till
Broward,
tomorrow
baby.
when it goes up to 74, and then in the
Many
week it'll
people
be
tell
like
me I'm such a
85
big
degrees
deal,
again.
getting upset
Yeah,
about how
it was a nice.
it's like
it was
this
a nice
isn't
little
cold.
break.
I'm like, where'd you grow up? The Arctic?
Hey, look, Miami cold is a little different. I gotta say, like, because I've been up in like
We
in
ain't built for
Albany.
this crap.
Like Albany, like
We
from
ain't
New
built for
York,
this
dude.
one.
Not that bad when it's like I've been there probably when it's like 40 to go like over there. Not that bad, but Miami 45, 50 degrees with the wind. I don't know, man. It's harsh.
And you gotta remember, people up there are expecting that cold. They're like, put a
Yeah.
jacket on, you're fine. Over here, people are used to wearing gym shorts, flip flops. You know, you
And it's
can't
the
pull that
wind,
off.
dude. We're right on the water, bro. That wind makes it horrible. Because the 56 on its own, the 52 is not that bad, but the wind is what makes it bad. But anyways, Dolphins, fourth down stop.
And you know, I've been watching it, but I love Gaskins, dog. I mean, he's going off today. He's doing
If
what
they win,
I
he's
really don't.
MVP of the game. End of discussion.
Yeah, right now for
Yeah.
sure, easily. He's keeping us in the game, and I like how Gailey that whole drive just fed him the ball and just said, "Here."
I'm
The
not ready to
defense
credit
too,
Chan
man.
Gailey. I'm not ready to credit Chan Gailey because you know why? They should have been doing
Oh
this at
my
the beginning of the
Should have been
game.
doing this since the start.
They started to give him a better spot, didn't they? At the end of it, it looked like way short.
All right, we got to get back. We'll discuss
All right.
this. Hold that
He
thought.
was way short. He was way short.
So Miami Dolphins are getting knocked around a little bit here.
But why did Landon act like that? He acted like he I think he popped something on his knee, bro. He was so quick to freak.
This is not going well. They seem to be moving the football at will, and that's a bad thing. They still have not doubled Darren Waller. They're still leaving him alone with Eric Rowe, and I don't understand that mindset. Does I understand having faith in your players, but why does Brian Flores think it's okay to just send Eric Rowe out there and say, "I trust in you, dude," even though he has shown nothing to prove that he can handle it all game long?
Double 83. I'm tired of it. Come on now.
I've seen
Eric Rowe play the ball. Something.
I mean, I've seen him do a couple different looks. I think on the drive before, where I saw him and Byron kind of start bracketing him, but it has to be an every play type of thing. I mean, I'm okay if Nelson Aguilar and all these other boys want to beat me. At this point, I'm just gonna sell out on stopping Waller, sell out on stopping Jacobs, and hey, if Derek Carr and Nelson Aguilar are gonna go ahead and beat me, I'll live with that result, but. I can't have their best player going off the way they're doing right now. He's eating right now.
And you guys were right. Roberts is seriously hurting, grabbing his knee, and he called for the trainers to come and help him.
Yeah.
Easily.
So that's the end of Landon Roberts. So let's just take a look here and see who would be next on this list here. Do we even know the guy's name? No, it wouldn't be Iguavan, not for what it is that
Ruger.
Not for what it is
they'll probably slide
Calvin Munson. Remember him?
I think they'll probably slide Baker in where Landon was, and then probably do a lot more stuff with Gruber Hill and that type of stuff, because Munson right now, bro, and with Jacobs there, I'd be scared to run that rookie out there. He's a rookie, right?
I don't know if he's a rookie or not. I just know that they just now showed Roberts laying on the ground in searing pain. He has not even has not even moved off the field.
Yeah,
so,
he freaked out. I saw him on the floor just lying there, just already calling for a trainer.
Yeah, he's done. He is done or done. He is doner than done. He is not coming back. Like, yep, there's the cart. They're gonna try to lift him up and get him out of the cart.
I think it was a non-contact. Those are the worst ones.
The whole team is watching with just a devastated look on their face. He's not coming back at all.
It was weird. It was his plant foot, and then he took a block when I don't think he was expecting it.
They're all giving right now for everybody who's watching. They're all giving their condolences. Yeah. The whole team is trying to give their support. It's pretty obvious that he's done.
Damn.
So, based on the depth chart, the guy who would come in after Roberts is Calvin Munson. I don't know if anybody else can do what it is that they need the team to do. We now have David Friedman back. We lost to Landon Roberts, so now we're going to have to rely on Calvin Munson on second and goal. There's 3 minutes.
If this defense falls apart, man, it's all over. That's it.
You could make the argument they already are. That's the scary part.
Yeah, but they were still right at the cusp of being there, sort of.
All right, so here we go again. Game back on.
So there's no flag for spiking the ball, or am I tripping?
It's okay
My-
because it's home field advantage and stuff like blah, 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 blah. Listen, Waller is literally mocking Eric Rowe right now. He's literally taunting in the guy's face, and there's no flag being called. He can do
He's
it.
he's a
He can do it.
monster.
He can do whatever he wants, and nothing can stop him. There's literally nothing Rowe can do to stop him. It's about as good as the coverage can possibly get, and it still means nothing.
Waller or Kelsey, if you had to take one.
It depends on what it is. I'd pick Kelsey for
that-
overall, but if it's the receiving, I guess I'm picking Waller.
Yeah, I mean, he's a freaking beast. That's why I said he's a monster. How did he? I don't know. That didn't look catchable. He just went up and it was in his hands.
There was nothing that Rowe could do, and I'm really starting to feel bad for this guy because what else can he do at that point? He's right there on top of him. He's vying for the ball. He's trying to make a stop. It's just Waller is you guess way to put it. He's a monster. I'm trying to figure out something else I can say, but I don't have any analysis to offer. I don't have any suggestions to give other than double up. But it feels like every time they try to do that, then they go somewhere else, and then as soon as he gets free again, they go right to Waller, and it's another big play.
It's like how it's almost not Gronk, but it's almost Gronk-ish the way he used to be so dominant. Where every time they throw him the ball, you're scared.
So I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but spiking the ball, I'm not tripping. They changed the rule in 2007. The NFL made spiking the ball, except for in the end zone, an infraction that would cost the team 5 yards by Sports Rec. I'm not
I thought
tripping.
they kind of like went back on that a little bit and adjusted how they were calling it though, because a lot of players were getting in trouble for even doing the first down stuff and spinning in front of a player and stuff like that. So I think they adjusted a little bit. I could be wrong.
Everybody's talking about that right now. Is that why was there no penalty? The reason is because Darren Waller's a
Look at
superstar.
this. That's crazy.
He rose all over him. There's nothing he can do. Well, let's go back to the game. Is there anything the offense can do at this point?
I guess not.
So the one thing I noticed, I was going through, and we were talking about the Browns game before. That's the only game that they've won that they haven't scored 30 points.
Yeah, I'm put that out there a little bit earlier on.
All right, so I'm stealing your stuff, but that's what, you know.
So I have to say that I understand that our offense is not the best right now. I understand that we haven't been moving the ball as effectively as we would like. But with all that being said, I feel super, super comfortable right now knowing that we have Tua leading us, one. And I, for whatever reason, I just honestly feel that it's going to come down to maybe the last drive or two. And I like our quarterback pretty much against anybody at this point. He's a big time quarterback, a big game quarterback, and we'll see what happens. I could be dead wrong. I could be horrendously wrong. It could be, we could lose this game and miss out on the playoffs. But I don't feel panicked yet.
One, I don't think you're wrong. I just think the circumstances aren't there. You're basically asking him to cook with nothing. Because no matter what you think of him, the loss of Jakeem Grant hurts because that was the one guy that we had that could actually stretch the field. He was the one dangerous guy who could break a big play out of nowhere. Now we have Mac Hollins. He can't break a big play out of nowhere. You have Mike Gesicki. As much as we love him, A, he's hurt. B, he runs like a baby giraffe. He's not breaking a big play. We have
Does a baby giraffe run slow? I didn't know that.
He runs clumsy.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
He doesn't look like he's running it's very
so like a newborn.
Strides. Yeah,
out the womb.
Exactly. He's just,
okay.
He wobbles when he runs. You have Lynn Bowden, who is being used as more of a gimmick at this point, not even as a receiver. Malcolm Perry. At this
what are
point,
they doing with him, man?
You know what? At this point, and I don't know how serious you should take this, but at this point, I'm feeling like you should just go straight up Wildcat from this point on in the game. Let Lynn Bowden and Malcolm Perry go Wildcat the rest of this game and see if anything different happens because it's clear the conventional offense isn't working. The conventional offense isn't working. They don't have the skill positions to stretch the field, and the Raiders are playing in this little 10-yard box that they know they can stuff us in.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. So let's go ahead. Only 2-yard gain on that last pass. Let's see if the defense has anything left. Do we want to talk about it?
I mean, you're the Fitzpatrick fan here, so if you want to,
I didn't say I was a Fitzpatrick.
You did
fan.
not put on. You did not put on a Finkel jersey. You did not do that.
I don't have a Fitz jersey, so
Oh my Jesus Christ!
it's not an anti-Tua thing. It's I don't have a jersey for Fitz, So this is
So
Finkel-
what are we?
Finkel
What are
magic.
we? I guess give a short taste for the guys here, all the people watching, guys and girls. Excuse me. Like what are we thinking off the rip here with this? Just to get a
Are we
feel.
talking about the game itself or what we just saw?
Come on, Lewis, you're not stupid. You know what I'm asking.
You're asking why did the offense suddenly function with Fitzpatrick in the game?
Listen, you know what I'm asking.
The difference is I have to look. I would have to watch the game in like coach's tape to see if there's a difference in the actual routes being run. But I think the real difference is Fitzpatrick is a gunslinger. Tua is not. When you're a gunslinger, you're willing to make riskier throws at the risk of a reward for a bigger play. Fitzpatrick fired to guys who were not necessarily open. Tua is notorious for looking for guys who are very open. He's not getting those. Tua waits for somebody to get open. Fitzpatrick doesn't wait. He throws the ball, and if he's there, great. If it's not, oh well. It's the difference in philosophy, I think, that makes the difference. So, and again, this isn't saying Fitzpatrick is a better quarterback. Fitzpatrick is a different quarterback. His style is different than what Tua brings to the table. Tua is Drew Brees. Fitzpatrick is Brett Favre, pretty much. He's going to throw it, and if you're not there, well, I'm going to yell at you later about it. And if it's his fault that something happens, which a lot of the times it was, then, oops, he'll take it. But the same thing that plagued Tua is plaguing Fitzpatrick. Mac Hollins has no excuse not to catch that pass either.
Thank you.
I mean, he had the tight end wide.
He did have Mike Gesicki wide open,
and that was his fault. That was Fitz's fault.
Oh, and he's holding. What's going on now?
Huh?
Looks like he's holding his
Gesicki
ribs or something.
Gesicki looks like he's a little beat up.
Yeah.
So now the game is tied. There's 4 minutes left. If the defense can make a stop,
This is where they
One
want
stop.
them right now. They got them. They're going to stop them. They'll come down the field. Jason Sanders will kick a field goal. Game over.
Oh man, this is just.
You heard it here first.
we will deal with this in the post-game show, especially if they somehow win this game. But we'll see what happens. We're going to go back to the game now. Do you get the feeling they're trying to set this stage for the ultimate Fitzpatrick comeback here?
He's gonna throw an interception. He's gonna throw an interception.
Cool. I mean,
That's what it feels
Lewis,
like.
you
Lewis,
have seen
come on.
enough Fitzpatrick.
No,
you
I
know
know
football,
that.
Lewis.
I get
you know
it.
football.
I
Come
get
on.
it.
Come on, man.
But they missed the extra points. It's like they're trying
It's
to
there.
build it up.
No, it's there. Yeah, it's
that-
there. The stage is there. The stage is set. And I'm sorry last time, guys. I had to take a break. I didn't really want to talk last time. But the
I
stage
saw
is
your
set right now.
I saw your face, Juan. You
Bro.
were ready to punch a monitor, Juan. I saw it.
That's expensive stuff. Please don't.
Yeah, no, hell no. But yeah, bro, it's frustrating. I get it. I get the playoffs are right there, right? But and I'll probably talk about it a little deeper in post game, but we probably shouldn't even be here, bro. Like I get it. We're fighting and scrapping for playoffs, but man, I want to see Tua finish a game, bro. I want to see him struggle from start to finish and call me crazy, but damn, bro, I feel like that's learning experience that you just don't pass up, man.
It's more important than getting to the first round of the playoffs. And
yeah,
beat.
man. Like it's like we're if we're really thinking big picture, like,
That's a
and I
free
put
play.
it on the chat,
Yeah,
like
we got to
it's
get
like,
back. The Raiders just
exactly.
jumped
We'll
offside.
talk about this post
Do
game.
this. Raiders just got bailed out.
That was one of the worst defensive pass interference calls
I mean, I would have took the holding. I would have seen the
ever
holding,
seen.
but that I don't know, man. That's
There's nothing,
Yeah, the little
nothing
brown.
there.
Wow.
He tapped him a little. He had his hands on his shoulders, and then he let go of him to put his hands up, and that was apparently enough for pass interference.
But you got two guys there, and obviously it's got. I mean, it's got to be obvious to call.
It was. God, that's not. And Byron Jones is going to get a lot of crap for that. We know he is. If we're being dead honest, Jones has not been bad today. It's just, God, unlucky. Unlucky.
Yeah, it was looking like we were going to stop him too, but
Freaking Gaskin.
it's funny that they're going back and forth about a pass rusher because I do feel the missing pass rusher right now because Carr had a lot of time on that throw to Aguilar. He had a good amount.
Well, he
of time
moved around. He maneuvered all the way outside the right, but he had no pressure on him. There was nobody. There was he just had to escape the pocket. But it was easy.
Yep.
I miss last year when we were able to challenge those.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though they never
overturned it because how dare you question?
I feel like that was such a pride thing. It's like, no, we're never wrong. We're not going to overturn that.
No, the refs, dude, they haven't called anything all game. They don't call an OPI on the touchdown for the Raiders beforehand. Then they call a soft DPI. Again, a hold, sure, especially looking back at it, but that DPI was soft. The OPI it was an obvious push off. Like some of this stuff, man, is.
This is where we start screaming about conspiracy theories and how they don't want Miami in the playoffs because there's no market, there's no money in it. Like Las Vegas, baby.
They say that for real?
Juan,
why? I'm being dead. I'm being honest.
I thought Miami was like a big.
The conspiracy, this is why nobody likes to talk about the Dolphins. There's nothing to say. There's no money in it. There's money to talk about Pittsburgh. There's money to talk about Dallas. There's money to talk about New England. There's money to talk about all these markets. There's nothing. Apparently to them, Miami is a bad place to make money in sports. That's why they don't talk about the Heat if they can help it. They don't want to talk about the Dolphins if they can help it. They don't want to talk about the Marlins if they can help it. They don't want them in. Even when they're this close to making the playoffs, they are still a footnote in the realm of the playoffs. Then they have this little nerd with his tie talking about how the Ravens are going to be so much better in the playoffs than Miami, in spite of the fact that right now it's Miami who's actually in the spot. They would rather talk about every team except the Dolphins.
Look, I don't want to be Homer here. I mean,
we got to go back.
I do think that they'd be better in the playoffs.
We got to go back. We'll hold that thought. We got to go back.
I think there's an injury, though.
Yeah, there is. There's a Raider. So the game is now over, folks. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the post-game show. Make sure you guys are headed out there. There's going to be a link on YouTube, so you can go ahead and join us right there. We will be there in just a few minutes.